Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Orlando Theme Parks and Attractions. We are Meagan and Niccole. And Meagan, why don't you introduce yourself really quick to everybody so everybody
Hi,
knows?
Megan. I blog and vlog at Megan Gets Real, and we talk about mom life and Florida fun and a little bit of everything, and it's just a lot of fun. What about you, Niccole?
So I'm Niccole Mucci, and I blog over at the Creative Stay at Home Mom, and it's a lifestyle blog, so we touch on everything. And I'm located in Titusville, but I'm 30 minutes from Orlando. And Megan, you're in Lakeland, so you're not too far from Orlando. We're always there for different events and different things. So tonight, what are we talking about, Megan?
Food. Because food is
My
life.
gosh. Yes, the foodie life. I am so excited. So one of the things that we wanted to talk about tonight was kind of the different options that you have for your family when you come to Orlando that we like. Then we have some, other high-end restaurants that we wanted to talk about too, because it's always nice when you're not traveling with kids and stuff, and you kind of want to do stuff on your own, talk about those. And then we wanted to talk about our favorite restaurants that you can find at the attractions in Orlando. So why don't we kick it off and we talk about the family, dining that we can, or, your favorite, Megan, that you have at least for you and your family in the Orlando area.
Are we talking directly in Orlando or anywhere Central Florida area?
I would say anywhere Central Florida. I mean, everything is pretty much mushed together as it is.
So in Lakeland, those of you who are in Orlando, that's about a 45-minute drive from you. There is this cute little place called Cuban Delight, and it is authentic, real Cuban food. It's not somebody who threw all the wrong things on a sandwich and called it a Cuban. Like, this is real Cuban food from real Cuban people who are from Cuba. And the prices are super reasonable. You get a ton of food, and the food is so good. So good. And you can feed a whole family for, $30, $40 easily and walk out with leftovers. So, I mean, it really is just absolutely delicious. I've been trying to get all my friends to go with me just because even though it's a small place, the food is incredible.
Is that for like a family of four, or what would you say is the ideal, family size for that?
If you're hungry and you can eat, it's that size. I mean, I would say that plan to come home with leftovers if you're going to be ordering, because they do give large portions, or split something. I know that my husband and I typically will split something just because they have, and I'll pronounce it wrong because white girl, they have a chicken milanesca that is that big. The chicken alone is like that big. And then, the white to-go containers, like the styrofoam ones,
Yeah.
the rice and beans takes up the entire bottom portion.
Wow.
And his black beans are pretty close to making you see God. Like, they're incredible. And he will not tell me the recipe. He's a friend of the family, and he will not give up the recipe. But those black beans are incredible. It's definitely worth the drive if you're going to come over and do like Legoland or something, to hop over to Lakeland and go enjoy Cuban Delight. What about you? What's your favorite?
Oh man, it's so hard. But as a family, we really enjoyed the Habit Burger Grill.
Yes.
And we like it because there's something for everyone there. And like, I like chicken. My husband likes fish and seafood. And the kids are really picky. So I like that they are able to have chicken and, French fries. And I love the fact that they're able to cook it however you like, whether it's grilled, whether it's like if you want a burger, or if you want, like a chicken dish, but you only see it in a burger form, you can ask them to do it for you in the chicken, form. So I really like that aspect of it. And I also like their ranch. It's made homemade. I mean, not homemade, but made fresh every day, and it's so good. and they have the fried green beans, which is super sweet. It's like tempura green beans is really good. So I really, really love that. Um, and they have ice cream that's really good, and they have, their own blends of juices that you can get.
Those are my favorite. I love them.
Yes, I love the strawberry kiwi, and their mango ginger was really, really good too. So for us, it's really good, and it's not expensive. You can spend around $40 for like a family of four, so like $10 per person. And that's depending what you're getting. But every time we go, we're really satisfied. We're full, and I just love the attention and customer service as well. It's always really attentive and everything like that. So.
And the kids' meal comes with a Krabby Patty, which my kids think is hysterical. So that's just so fun.
Yeah, that's really good. So, what was the name of your restaurant again? Sorry.
Cuban Delight.
Cuban Delight. So we have Cuban Delight in Lakeland, and we have Habit Burger Grill, which they are spread out through Central Florida. You can find them in Winter Park. You can find them in Orlando. They're basically all over, and they're expanding. They're originally from Santa Monica, California, but they're expanding a lot. So I'm really excited. I hope they bring one towards us.
For sure.
Yeah.
Then for a treat, I'm going to throw this one in there just because family friendly. In Disney Springs, it's not cheapish, but it's a dessert place called Erin McKenna. They have vegan, gluten-free desserts. The whole menu, everything in there is vegan and gluten-free. I had a cupcake there that it's the first. I'm dairy-free, egg-free, and gluten-free. And it's the first cupcake I've had in like 4 months. And I swear I was like, oh my gosh, if anybody talks to me while I eat this, we might have problems because it's too good and I can't focus on y'all. So if you need a place for allergy needs, definitely hit up Erin McKenna's in Disney Springs.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would say probably our second family friendly one for us would be MIdici. MIdici is located in Kissimmee, but they also have a location in Daytona Beach. And I have to say, we love it there. I mean, who doesn't like pizza? And, they make it, the firewood ovens and stuff, and it's fresh, fresh ingredients and everything. My kids love it. I love that I can, have different pizzas for myself and everything. And it's like a gourmet pizza. And that's another location where you're not going to spend like a big amount of money and you're going to be satisfied because they have pastas, they have pizzas. One of our favorite treats there is the affogato. It is amazing. If you haven't had it, you need to go. And MIdici is one of those places that offers it, along with a Nutella dessert, which is so good. My kids go crazy over it every time we go. So that would be another one for us. And you've been there, so you've been able to try it too. So that's another one.
I got to have it before I was gluten and dairy free, so I got to enjoy it. And they have a stromboli there.
Oh yeah,
that's so delicious. So if you're looking for something other than pizza, they do have other options as well that are amazing. That affogato, first time I've ever had one, and I swear that's the one thing I miss dairy for. It's so good.
Yes, it is. It's so good. And then I don't know. I've been to Marlow Taverns a couple of times, and they are spread out through Central Florida. And to me, I really like them. They are pretty budget friendly. They introduced new items, with the change of the season. So they do change up their menu quite a bit. But I actually love that, and my son, my oldest, loves it there too, because they're one of the few restaurants that offer a different type of kids meal. So, he's able to actually order steak with broccoli and French fries.
Nice.
And it's pretty cool compared to just your regular chicken tenders and French fries, or just spaghetti or something like that. So we like going there once in a while, just so he can get his steak, and stuff.
And in the moderate price point, I would say to Ace Cafe over in like East Orlando. just
Yeah.
because the bikes and the car shows are going to be amazing for kids.
Yeah.
They're going to love that. And they can find food that they're going to enjoy, but the appeal of those awesome cars that are always out there and the bikes and everything, that's really going to catch the interest of a kid. And their Reuben sandwich is so amazing.
Yeah.
And, like, it made me eat things I don't even like. So I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, those are all amazing restaurants. And I mean, there are really, Orlando is full of restaurants. I mean, there's restaurants everywhere we look, and especially when you're coming here on vacation and you're looking for a budget, but, let's say you don't have the money to necessarily, have the money to eat at Disney or Disney Springs. There are alternatives, and the ones that we mentioned are really, really good, and they're budget friendly, and they're not very far.
No.
From most of the attraction area. And another place I would say that's really good if you're in the downtown area and stuff like that, which is not that far, is Wahlburgers. We went there not too long ago, and the food was really good. The burgers are fresh, they have unique different twists on burgers. And my kids really enjoyed it also. So, if you're looking for I would say if you're looking for the more high-end stuff, Disney Springs is probably, kind of like a melting pot of all of these different types of restaurants and everything. Guy Fieri has stuff there. Wolfgang Puck has stuff there. There's a different...
who's really good in the Springs? One of my favorites there is Raglan Road. I love Raglan.
I haven't eaten there yet.
Oh my gosh. So I found out from a friend, and I haven't tried it yet. I'm heading over there for my anniversary, that they will make food gluten-free and dairy-free.
Oh, cool.
And so I can get my fish and chips there and still be safe with my food allergies. And their fish and chips comes in like a cone. It's like paper cone thing, and they have performers in the middle of the restaurant area that are doing like Irish step dance and stuff like that. And they actually pull the kids from the audience or from out to dinner and let them get up and dance with these step dancers.
Oh, that is very cool.
So you mix the fun of a really loud, really fun atmosphere with some food that my husband doesn't like fish at all, ate the fish and chips and loved it.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, I can't eat seafood because I got an allergy, but
check out the chicken pot pie then, girl.
There we go. I'll have to try that. I'll have to make it a point. So we talked a little bit about family-friendly options. Why don't we talk a little bit about our luxury, restaurants? Kind of like, they're good and they're a little pricey, but they're worth it. So I don't know which restaurants would you say, Megan, that you've heard?
Okay, so we just tried out Jaleo, which is new in Disney Springs. We just tried that out a couple weeks ago, and the price point's going to be higher. You're going to be spending a few $100s there, so anticipate that. But if you're looking for fine dining, I mean, the food is incredible. They have very thin sliced, and there's a technical name for it, I'm sure, but I'm not good at speaking Spanish related recipes or names or anything like that. But they have a really thick, thin sliced ham that I guess it's only fed acorns for the last month of its life or something. I don't know. But the flavor on that is just incredible. And they slice it right by your table.
Huh.
And so that's really, it's neat. And then they have these, they're like olives, but it's almost like liquid, like a water balloon. And you take it almost like a shooter. And then it bursts. And everybody who I know who's had them loved them and said they were incredible.
Wow.
So it's a higher price point. Now they do also have a, what's the word I'm looking for? A sorbet there that is strawberry, that is gluten and dairy free. So it's completely safe, and it is so full of flavor and so rich. It's not just a typical strawberry. Like, it's a strawberry field, picked it up and took a bite kind of flavor. It's really good.
Oh, wow. That's really good. Yeah. I would say luxury. Trying to think. I really haven't had, I guess you could say Victoria and Albert's is really good.
Okay.
And that's at Disney.
Oh,
So, and they're really, really good. But again, you're going to be paying a lot of money, but the food is really, really good. You know what I mean?
that
Um, they have steaks and they have, seafood and all that. And that is somewhere that you can go, especially if you just want to have a date or if it's an anniversary, special occasion. That is some place that I would probably not bring the kids because you're probably going to be paying a hefty price.
definitely.
And they might not like all of the food. Um, so yeah, I would say that. Um, I'm trying to think where else we have eaten that has been kind of um, on the higher end of things. Um, but I think that
We
was
don't do a lot of fine dining in the city
yeah,
life. Like maybe when we're a little older, we'll get there.
yeah. I was gonna say, when it's hard when you have kids to spend, find a babysitter and do all that good stuff. So
Definitely, and spend, half of a mortgage on one meal.
I know, I know, and like pray that it's good. That's the
You
other
know,
thing, you know.
for real.
Um, but yeah, I think these are all good options, especially when you're coming on vacation and you want to stay away from like fast food and stuff like that. These are good sit down restaurants that you can go to with the family, and like we said, they're good for budgeting, and that you're not going to spend a lot of money, and the food is really really good. So
AKA the first ones we talked about, not the last two.
yeah.
The last two we're going to spend a mortgage.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, most definitely. And for dessert, is there any place? I know you said that one place in Disney Springs, but was there another one that you also liked for dessert?
Before we go desserts, I want to go City Walk because we talked a lot about Disney Springs, but we didn't talk about City Walk because there is a restaurant in City Walk that is life. There's a place there called Cowfish, and they do custom burgers, and their burgers are amazing. There's one called the Sunrise, and what it is it's a burger, but it has egg and it has ham and
Wow.
cheese, and it doesn't sound like that would be good. And obviously, I can't eat it now, but pre-diet, I was able to eat it, and it's incredible. Like the thought of a fried egg on a burger to me was never appealing, but it's so good. My husband likes the porker, which is it's a burger topped with pulled pork and onion strings and cheese and I think bacon.
Wow.
And they have to like stick a stick through it because it's like massive. But you can get a big burger like that that's grass-fed beef and really good beef and fries for $15. And the burgers are typically so big that he and I end up splitting one. So
Wow.
they also have sushi. So if you're a sushi fan, they have tons of that. I can't bring myself to eat Nemo, but if you can do it, you do you. But the reason I brought up City Walk is because that's also where you're going to go for dessert. So what we'll typically do is if we're in City Walk, we will do dinner at Cowfish, and then we will walk over and see if we can get a table at Toothsome. Toothsome Chocolate Emporium is across from Cowfish, and it's over there in City Walk. And the desserts there are amazing. They have those like freak shakes that you see everywhere, the really big, really grand shakes, and those are good. And those are great. Their ice cream's fresh made there, and it's really good. But if I were to recommend something, I'd tell you to get the Brookie Sundae because they do this thing, and it's a brownie and a chocolate chip cookie together. Like it's a hybrid. And they make a sundae out of that with ice cream and shaved chocolate, and it's amazing. If you have to do a milkshake, the espresso one, so good. Obviously, all of this I can't have anymore, but
the
espresso milkshake, the flavor on it is simply brilliant. And what's neat is they have a lot of theming, so it's very steampunk themed. You're going to be able to see, if you wait, there's a woman who's the chocolatier who kind of is the story behind the place.
Mm-hmm.
She'll come around. You can ask her any question about chocolate, and she's going to be able to answer it. I mean, anything about chocolate, tempering it, how to cook with it, anything, and she's going to be able to answer it. But they also have a robot character that comes around and meets the kids.
Oh, that's cool.
He's a lot of fun. He's really, really neat. But that place, and the price point's not that unreasonable for the portions. Because, I mean, that's Sundays like this. 2 people could share it easily.
Yeah, I've seen them before, and I'm like, man, you know what I mean?
Good. And
Yeah.
parking is free after 6 o'clock for Florida residents over there. So
Oh, wow.
if you're going to go over, if you're a local, if you're a Florida resident, you can go over, you can grab yourself a dessert, grab yourself a dinner, not worry about paying that parking fee at the parking garage.
That's cool. Yeah, I was going to say, isn't there where the which I think is called Icon Orlando now, don't they have a place called the Sugar Factory?
I haven't been yet, but I have heard it's there.
Yeah, I haven't been either, but I heard the desserts there were really good. So that's another place that I have to check out.
It looks cute. It looks cute.
Yeah, it does look cute. So if you're in that area and you're looking for something to do on International Drive, or you're by the Eye, that would probably be another location to check out.
Another option is if you grab the monorail over the Polynesian and get yourself a Dole Whip. Do that in the evening, and you can watch the fireworks from the Polynesian while you enjoy a Dole Whip, and that is Disney dreams right there. You can't beat that, because the fireworks from the beach with a Dole Whip is perfect magic.
Yeah, I have to agree. It's crazy. We're not really big. I don't know. We're not really big dessert people, but I have to say that when we do dessert, we like to go to the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
You know, I mean, they have so many different types of cheesecake, so many different types of everything. I mean, it's so good. I mean, my favorite is the dulce de leche cheesecake.
For those gringos out there, that's caramel.
Pretty much. But yeah, that is like probably one of my favorite places to go. And that's kind of it's a funny story, because that's where me and my husband kind of met, essentially. That was like our first date, was the Cheesecake Factory. And so that's been like a staple for us, and you know, the kids like it and we like it too.